Ever had a movie idea that felt like gold? Characters, tension, the plot twist, all playing perfectly in your mind. You get through 30 pages or so, then boom, the plot collapses. You're stuck, the momentum's gone, and rewrites begin. Hey, it's not just you, we've all been there. Before your right fit end, you need a beat board. Today I'm going to walk you through how to build one using Blake Snyder's Save the Cat method beat by beat, with the help of Prisoners, one of the most gripping thriller films in the last 15 years. By the way, if you're working on a screenplay and want help breaking it down or building a beat board that works, I offer private story strategy calls to walk you through your concept, structure, or idea and help you get clarity. Okay, so what exactly is a beat board? A beat board is your story's blueprint. It's a series of crucial moments called beats that map your plot from start to finish before you ever write a scene. Each beat is written on an index card and arranged in story order. That gives you a bird's eye view of your entire story so you can fix weak beats early instead of rewriting entire acts later. Here's what you'll need: a corkboard or felt squares like the ones I have behind me, 3x5 lined index cards, get the colored ones because it helps, push pins or tacks, and Sharpies, one with a fine tip and a regular one. You can also go digital, but physical cards often help to connect to the story on a deeper level. I personally do both. I start old school and build my beat board by hand. Then I transfer it to my favorite screenwriting software, Arc Studio Pro, where I can continue to edit, arrange, and polish my story beats while fleshing out my script. Plus, I could get to do this on the road if I'm traveling. All right, you might be thinking, isn't structure too formulaic? A lot of writers hear Save the Cat and immediately think, won't this turn my story into a generic Hollywood script? Not at all. You see, structure doesn't box you in, it frees you up. It gives your story shape so your creativity can actually land. The Save the Cat beat sheet isn't about conformity, but rather clarity. It helps you make sure your story arcs emotionally, escalates logically, and delivers something your audience will feel and remember. All right, let's break down the 15 Save the Cat beats using Prisoners, a grounded thriller packed with tension, emotion, and internal transformation. Our first beat is called the opening image. This is a snapshot of the hero's before world and their core flaw before everything goes sideways. The opening image could be a single shot or a scene. In the film Prisoners, Keller Dover hunts in the woods with his son. He's in control. This is the before world.
I'm proud of you, son. It was a nice shot.
Your next beat is the theme stated. A character says something that is secretly the entire point of the movie. It's a hint at the story's moral question, whispered to the audience, like a cheat code.
Pray for the best, prepare for the worst, yeah?
All right, number 3 is the setup, and it establishes the world and relationships in the normal state before they are turned upside down in Act 2.
Happy Thanksgiving!
The family Thanksgiving scene introduces the Dovers and the Birches. The girls go missing and panic builds. From there, we move on to the catalyst, which is the inciting incident. It is the match that's tossed into the hero's world, the phone call, the explosion, or an abducted child in our case. Make sure your catalyst has high stakes in order to make your protagonist active rather than reactive, which is boring. In the film Prisoners, Anna and Joy vanish, and a mysterious RV is found nearby. All right, next up is debate. Here's where the hero struggles with what to do next. Keller feels helpless because the police let the suspect go. So, should he take matters into his own hands? This is the debate going on in his head and with other characters around him. The next beat is called Break Into Two, and here's where the hero must make a conscious choice to leave their comfort zone and step into the crazy upside-down world of Act 2. In the film Prisoners, Keller kidnaps Alex, the man he believes took the girls, and begins torturing him.
Oh my God, what did you do?
All right, moving along, we get to the B story. This is the emotional truth or character change subplot, and where the theme gets explored on a more personal level. Detective Loki's investigation and his methodical process contrasts with Keller's desperation. A perfect B story.
Now why did you look for my fucking daughter rather than fucking...
Hey.
Next up is fun and games. This beat is the promise of the premise. It's the stuff that usually ends up in the movie trailer. In the film, Keller hides Alex, there's a brutal interrogation, and Loki tracks leads. Tension builds as both chases answer differently. All right, we've arrived at the midpoint. This is where a major reveal or shift should take place. The stakes are raised either through a false victory or a crushing false defeat. In the film, Alex whispers, "They didn't cry until I left them," confirming Keller's worst fear.
What did you say?
And now Keller is convinced Alex is guilty. All right, beat number 10 is bad guys close in. The hero's initial plans start to crumble. The police investigation unravels. Keller becomes more erratic. His family begins to fracture. He is no longer in control. All right, the next beat is the all is lost moment. Here's where the hero hits rock bottom. It's the moment the hero's world has burned to the ground and they're left standing in the ashes. All right, moving on to beat number 12. The Dark Night of the Soul is a moment of clarity where the hero understands the lesson from the theme stated in beat number 5. Keller realizes he's lost himself in the process.
I don't want to have to hurt you.
Put your hands on your head and turn around.
Act number 3 is the resolution. And we start off with beat number 13, break into 3. The hero or story pivots in a new plan fueled by the new light bulb moment. Loki connects the pieces to the priest, the mace, the old cases. He starts zeroing in on a real culprit. Beat number 14 is the finale. Confrontation, resolution, and transformation. In the film, Loki discovers the true abductor.
Right now!
Rescues Anna, and Keller disappears, trapped in the hole, hence becoming a prisoner. The last beat is the final image. This is a reflection that mirrors the opening image, providing the audience just how profound the hero's transformation has been. Loki hears a faint whistle, Keller's signal from underground. He is no longer in control, like he was in the opening image while hunting with his son. He might be saved, but at what cost? So how do you build your own beat board? Here's how to put all this into practice. First, write out the 15 Save the Cat beats, 1 per index card. Next, brainstorm your own beats for your film. Once you have something that feels good, replace the Save the Cat beat with your own beat. Then flip the card over and with your fine-tip Sharpie, write what is happening in the scene or the beat. What is the emotion, etc. Now lay them out visually on your wall or screen. It's okay if you have missing beats. This process can take one day or multiple days as you continue to brainstorm and try new ideas. Finally, adjust. Spend some time rearranging, adding, and removing cards based on your story. This is where you find structure before the chaos of the writing pages. Here's a bonus tip. Use different color index cards to represent different characters, storylines, or time frames. For example, green cards could be the present time, while pink cards are an earlier time, like a character's childhood, and orange cards could be used for flashbacks. The beat board isn't a formula, it's a flashlight in the dark. It helps you stay emotionally honest, structurally solid, and creatively focused. It's how screenwriters write with clarity instead of confusion. So, which beat are you struggling with the most? Is it the midpoint, the Dark Night of the Soul? Drop it in the comments because I'd love to help you troubleshoot or brainstorm. By the way, if you're tired of doing work that leaves you empty and you know you were meant to create, I'd love to help you escape your 9-to-5 grind and pivot into a filmmaking career that feeds your soul. I'll leave a link in the description if that is of interest to you. And if you want to see what happens when you skip doing a beat board before you start writing, then you have to watch my epic fail on my first feature film right here.